As the new GSO-10s hit the market, I wanted to give people an example of a good way to mount it if you intend to carry it out in the woods. This is how I usually carry mine when I go out with my chainsaw in order to cut some logs for the fire, maybe some dead trees that might still need some delimbing, whatever else I need. Also, if you're just out camping, you want to be able to carry it. This is not the drop-down sheath attachment that they sell through Sage Gear. This is a different one. There's a link in the comments to how you can acquire one, but it extends a little bit further up the handle here, and then there's a detachable belt loop here that you can also replace with a tech lock if you want to. Tech lock can replace it entirely, or you can just use the belt loop. There are also screws that come with it so you can hold it, but I like to have it dangle a little bit. And then there's a leg strap down here, so I can attach to my leg. So I'll just demonstrate how this works quick. It doesn't have a snap, so you do have to undo your belt. You just undo it, slip through here, pick up your leg strap, and that's all there is to it. So you can see where it hangs on my body. That is right at my hand. This is an older GSO-10 from the first run. So you can see it's right on my hip there, in a perfect placement, such that it's easy to access. Holds fairly tight to my body so it doesn't get caught on things and in the way, and it can still fit underneath your jacket or your shirt, just like that. I keep the belt clip on the front so that if I need to I can hook a tape measure or a Leatherman or some other tool or even another knife sheath right onto the GSO-10, so it works as its own mounting platform with a quick attachment. Leg strap keeps it from flopping around too much so that it's comfortable whether you're sitting, running, squatting, jumping. It doesn't move at all, not much anyway. And you can always tighten the leg strap a little bit more too. Makes it very easy to come on and off, and unsheath nice and quick so you're ready to go. This is my heavily used GSO-10. If you've seen on the review page, this is the same one that got pretty corroded from being left in its sheath overnight in a pretty wet environment. Let me see if I can let you see what it looks like. I don't know if you can still see any of the freckling. Sorry, I'm inside, so the lighting is really bad. But you can get an idea that it hasn't been any further problem. From a distance, you can't really tell that there was ever any rust on it. But this is a hard-use tool. It's designed to be a hard-use, heavy-use, common-use tool. So it's not like this is something that should be sitting pristine on your shelf all the time. Now, let's see if we can get a look at the edge. You might be able to notice here, maybe not, where I damaged the edge pretty severely on a staple in a pine tree. Somebody hooked their barbed wire up to the trees. Of course, the barbed wire is now on the ground because the trees fell, but trying to cut through some of the underbrush, I managed to hit one of these staples and also hit some barbed wire, so the edge had some damage on it. There's a couple spots like that. But I had to fix it up, improve it a bit, so that it would be usable still as a machete and chop it the way I like it. People asked, how do you sharpen 3V? How well does it sharpen? I used a Norton Crystolon combination stone. I believe Crystolon is just silicon carbide. I'd have to double check that online, but you should be able to find out pretty easily. They're pretty inexpensive, and you just sharpen it like you would any other knife, running it along it. And then I finished the edge on some ceramic crock-stix. And how did it turn out? Well, here's a little sheet of paper. It's one of my daughter's Hello Kitty sheet of paper. Let's see if I can get this in frame. Not bad, huh? Pretty good. time doing this. I know. So you see, so razor sharp. Piece of cake. It polished up quite easily on the silicon carbide stone. Didn't take me very long at all, even for this entire large blade. And then just finishing it up on the ceramic. I wasn't able to get out those major nicks, at least I could have, but I didn't want to bother sharpening that long and that deep there. You can see pretty well there. I didn't want to sharpen all the way down because that was just too much for me to do in this one session. I figured, what the hell, I'll just leave it until next time when I actually need to, because it's not like you're going to be, you don't need a shaving edge on a tool this large as a chopping tool, but it's certainly sharp enough to shave hair along most of the edge. There's a lot of blade there to work with. So I hope you guys who are getting your new ones like them. It's a very comfortable blade, very comfortable handle. Apparently the handles are going to be a little bit better designed, which I look forward to maybe getting a couple of those and trying them out on this handle if they still fit on the old version, because I could certainly use a little bit more width in the palm area to flare it out a bit. So I'm curious to see how that turns out. But I hope you all enjoy them, and feel free to comment on this video and get out there and put them to use. Thanks for watching.